This is a Thompson-Cast. I am Mel Thompson. An Australian company known as Beach Energy says that they have found the potential for large quantities of oil on Lake Tanganyika. And that lake goes between Tanzania and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The discoveries are looked at as a great opportunity for Beach Energy or any person that would venture to be a direct foreign investor in the project. It is also looked at a great opportunity for people who live in the area as far as economic opportunity. Where the problem lies and where there is the most political risk to the project is not on the Tanzanian side of Lake Tanganyika, but it is on the Congolese side. And the reason is something that is very common to any person who ever tried to get a permit in a municipality. That's right. The company is having trouble getting permission to explore the side of Lake Tanganyika that is on the Congolese side, not on the Tanzanian side. Now, this is only a partial political risk in the eyes of some, not in my eyes. This is a complete political risk because the lake is the lake. It has two sides. There may be other issues that can pop up other than a lack of a permit. And I say this with the anticipation that the permit and permission, if you want to call it that, will be issued to Beach Energy to start discovering on the Congolese side. But I think there'll be problems as far as strings attached. There may be issues of bribes that have to be paid. There may be issues of finding workmen that themselves want to get paid more, that are encouraged to seek more money by the Congolese government so they can actually kick funds back. None of these things are out of the realm of possibility. They are not out of the realm of possibility on the side of the lake that is in Tanzania. However, the Congolese side has already shown its hand, and this is where I feel more comfortable saying that there is more of a substantial political risk currently than there is on the Tanzanian side. Now, the company has already invested quite a bit of money in looking into the potential of this project. In fact, in June, they started a seismic survey, which is now nearly complete. And according to what they claim, the data tells them, they say that there's an excellent opportunity here. Beach Energy says its exploration block has the potential to contain 200 million barrels of oil. And this is an opportunity not only for Beach, but it's also an opportunity for people to obtain jobs, opportunity for construction projects, opportunity for retail projects, and the long-term potential for that type of oil means that it's a very, very good opportunity for a foreign direct investor as long as it continues not to be such a great opportunity that the Tanzanian government decides it's going to start trying to get its share by making it increasingly difficult for the company to do what they need to do. However, they did get permission. They have started their research, and things by all indications seem to be going smoothly. Now, the next stage is identifying the areas of the most interest when it comes to sections of the lake from the data that they have. And this is going to take about 6 months. So in about 6 months, we're going to be more in tune with whether or not the Tanzanian government is seeking additional funds, additional permits, or whatever you would like to call these possible political risks that they could throw up in order to gain more early revenue and continued revenue from beach energy. Now, that's just on the Tanzanian side. Now, if you look at the Congolese side, there is a lot more interest by beach energy. And they say this may be the largest petroleum system underneath this lake. And the fact that the largest petroleum system may be on the Congolese side is where we start having some real issues of whether or not the overall project, if they do it in one shot as a complete job, which I would anticipate they would do, has some pretty strong political risk. If they approach this project in total, the Congolese side and the Tanzanian side, and if the Congolese side throws up additional political risks above and beyond the Tanzanian side, then you're going to have some difficulties. If, in fact, the Tanzanian government works hand in hand with the Congolese government to throw up substantial roadblocks in the form of, we want X amount of money for the total exploration, it's going to increase the cost. It's also going to create a political risk. If there are additional permit requirements thrown up and there's coordination between the Congolese and the Tanzanian side, that is a political risk. All these things will, of course, increase the cost potentially and perhaps lower the yield for foreign direct investors who have gotten in on the ground floor. Those coming in later are still going to be subject to additional political risks, not yet known, but they're probably going to be very similar to the ones I just described. Now, there's one other country involved here. Now, we're looking at Tanzania, Burundi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the only country of the three that has not issued any exploration licenses for Lake Tanganyika. Now, in 2008, the Democratic Republic of Congo's government signed a joint exploration deal with Tanzania, which leads me to believe that they may start working together to get as much out of this deal as they can once they realize the potential of the overall project and once the company realizes they want to do this thing in one shot as opposed to piecemeal. Now, the agreement that was issued by Tanzania has never been implemented. That's another political risk. That's another problem. Now, this was back 4 years, so we're looking at a 4-year non-implementation of an agreement with the country that we now believe is the least likely to throw up a political risk. You already have one. And the issue within beach energy is that they don't think they have an issue with this or getting permission from the Democratic Republic of Congo. They obviously know something we don't know. That does make me feel a little bit more comfortable. However, it may not be the best deal for direct foreign investors. And that's the unknown portion of this that creates a substantial political risk. Not knowing is always the biggest risk, because that way because in that sense you cannot prepare, you cannot mitigate potential damages, you cannot buy proper credit insurance. Also, the Democratic Republic of Congo has not enacted clear demarcation lines as far as its borders concerned on the lake. And for that matter, any other lake in the coastal areas. And this is going to cause a problem with its neighbors. And the overall picture is starting to get more blurry day after day as you keep looking at all these problems that beach energy says are non-issues. My overall assessment is this: this is a great opportunity. You can create a lot of jobs for these people. You can perhaps put um, a lot of uh, ancillary opportunity out there for shipping, transportation. But the core project has got so many bugs in it that have not been ironed out. And to sit on a issue for 4 years where there is a piece of paper that has not been implemented is a huge concern. My overall assessment is that Beach Energy does not have its eye on the ball, or they know something we don't know. This is such an unknown that I'm very, very concerned about this as a project due to the large scale political risks that may hinder it continuously throughout its lifetime. This has been the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson.